Hello everybody, it's Jenny McGarvey. I'm here today to share with you my Project Life pages that I created with the April Chic Tags exclusive kit. Now as you can see on the screen in front of you, I have my notebook where I keep my notes from what I'm going to include. I moved it away now, but as you saw, it is a hand-kept notebook. I don't use any computer journaling or anything like that. As you can see, I'm doing my usual system, which is I throw down the photos first. I do have some of the cards out already that I put down, and that's not actually the way that I usually do it. But with this kit, what I did was I went through and I picked out the cards first that I knew would work for my spread since it was a birthday week. So that's why I had chosen those first this week. And now I'm going to go ahead and start working on a little bit of stuff. You can see here on the left-hand side of the screen that I'm pulling out some of the elements from the kits, the little bit of tags, the stamps, and I'm going to go ahead and choose ones in a pile that work best for this particular layout. Now I like to use the kits as well on 12 by 12 pages, so sometimes some of those elements work better for that. So I picked the ones that work great for my pocket page that I'm working on, and then I save the rest of them for various other pages or for 12 by 12 pages. As you can see, there was a perfect celebrate card in this month's kit, and that was perfect for my birthday week, and then also a few different cards that work as well. Now, as you just saw, I had the October Afternoon Black Alphas, and then I'm going to use those to tie together the page using those on different cards for my sort of title work, I guess you'd call it a little bit. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and put the alpha stickers on that photo on the top row that's missing. You can see it. There you go. It says field trip. I like to add the letter stickers or the words or journaling directly onto the photos. I really like the effect that that gives. And as you can see, I also not only use the alphabet stickers, but also the wood veneer that comes not with the kit, like in that you purchase them together, but they coordinate together. So I used the wood veneer Wednesday. Now on that left hand middle photo, I just used some Stays On ink and a date roller stamp. And on that one with the school bus, just one of the tags from the exclusive kit, I adhered it, and then I also used the tiny attacher. Now I'm going to go ahead and use one of the stamps from the exclusive kit on top of that photo, again with Stays On ink, and it's a circle one that says real life because it happened to be a sick day of one of my sons, so it seemed only fitting to just capture the real life part of that. Now as you can see, I like to work my way down. I start in the upper left-hand corner usually and work to the lower right-hand corner, and that also corresponds with my week. So the upper left-hand corner is usually Monday, and the lower right-hand corner, excuse me, from the two-page spread is usually Saturday or Sunday of that week, depending on what we've got going on. Now you can see on that Celebrate card I used letter stickers to write Sawyer on there. That's the name of my son, and he is the one who had a birthday this week. So it was perfect with that Celebrate, and it ended up looking really great. And I love the contrast that those black alphas provide with these bright, cheerful colors. It just sort of all goes together very well. Now I did do a little bit of journaling directly onto that lower left-hand corner. It's a picture of the doctor's office where I was twice that week with two of my different kids. So I thought that would be great to just go ahead and journal right on top of that photo. Now I will add a little bit of machine stitching to this page when I'm finished, and I won't do that on this video, but you will see that in the final product. Now on that blank card, and it's actually not blank, it's one from the kit, I'm adding the date for this week on that using a couple of different alphabet stickers from those October Afternoon black and white ones. And as you can see, I also added a tag from the exclusive kit as well. Now I'm going back in my pages so I can figure out what week number this current week is, and I have to put all my things back in order, but that's sometimes what happens. So I'll go ahead and add the week number as well to that card, which I don't typically do, but for this week it worked out okay since I had that little tag from the exclusive kit. Now I am finished with the left-hand side. So I will go ahead and start working on the right hand side as well, and I'm going to move that over so you can get a much better look at that. It's pretty well balanced between journaling and filler cards along with photos as well. And I'm going to just go ahead and pull out a couple of different tags from the exclusive kit that work with my photos and the stories and add those directly on top of the photos from those two top vertical photos. Now on the bottom in the middle you just saw I trimmed up a 3x4 photo and added it directly to that 3x4 card, and it worked great, and I love how the finished effect is. And I'm going to use a flare from this kit as well on that lower right hand photo, and both of those photos were sort of birthday portraits, if you will, of my son. Not exactly portraits, but you get the drift. A little bit nicer shots of him to commemorate his birthday. Now I'm using that for the month of April, and it's from last month, the March exclusive kit, the wood veneers that coordinated with that one. So I've added that one as well. Now I'm working on that lower left-hand photo from the right side of the spread. It gets so confusing telling or trying to describe which photos we're working on. But anyway, so I'm working on that one, and I'm just adding those alphabet stickers that say 11 to that photo. Now I'm trying to see how I can add a couple of more tags to add a little bit more interest, and as you can see I managed to find a way to add one there. Now I'm going to go ahead and slip the ones that are finished into the photo pockets, but not until I add a couple of wood veneer stars, because those complete every layout. Now I'm going to, like I said, I'm slipping those inside, the ones that are finished. I did have to trim this one up a little bit since those pocket pages are not all exactly uniform. The little slots are not exactly 3x4. So the completed ones are now all going inside there, and that leaves room for me to finish the journaling on that top center yellow card. And also I'm going to, you see the Sunday, I'm going to adhere that wood veneer Sunday, and that those are the wood veneers that coordinate with this particular kit, the April exclusive kit. Now I'm going to go ahead and journal on that card. I love the color. It's fantastic. And I'm going to use some pencil in some very faint pencil lines so that I can keep my journaling nice and straight. I'm going to initially try using my thin tip Sharpie, which is what I traditionally use on my photos, thinking that since this paper was a little bit slick, but it didn't actually work. So I do have to switch over to my standard journaling pen and using that and trying to be careful to not smear it or smudge it since those cards are a little bit slippery. Unfortunately, when I go to erase the lines, I smear them a little bit and whatnot, so I do have to sort of clean it all up a little. But it's okay. I don't really care. It's not really that big of a deal to me. Now, as you can see, I have my Stays On ink out again, and I just used my date stamp so that I can go ahead, date roller stamp, excuse me, so I can go ahead and stamp directly onto that surface, which I mentioned is a little bit slippery. Now you can see here, that's where I'm trying to erase, and it doesn't really work out great, but anyway, hope you enjoyed watching my little peek into my project life and that you enjoyed this look at the Chic Tags exclusive April kit. Thanks for stopping by.